Hey, this is Pastor Michael Yuricha, and I want to invite you to hit that like and subscribe button and drop us a comment if you will. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you receive all of our updates. God bless you. Come on, let's get to the Word. Let me give you a current example here of how those who stand for righteousness are persecuted. Watch this. Is anybody, now this is not a trick question, but is there anybody in this house familiar with the term conversion therapy? Anybody? One, couple. Conversion therapy. I had no idea what it meant until about a couple months ago. I have a slide, if you could put that up there, Caleb. This is an article, this is from Canada, was just in their paper December 8th, 2021. This is less than a month ago. Conversion therapy to be illegal in Canada for 30 days. Oh, great. Well, what is it? All right. The federal legislation to ban conversion therapy practices in Canada received royal assentment on Wednesday, meaning the bill is now a law. But the new criminal offenses won't be in effect until early January. That means that in a month, it will be illegal to subject someone of any age, listen, consenting or not, to so-called conversion therapy. So you're like, so what? What's conversion therapy? As of January 7, 2022, it will be a crime punishable up to 5 years in prison to cause another person to undergo conversion therapy. And if someone is found to be promoting, advertising, or profiting from providing the practice, they could face up to 2 years in prison, all right? So let me define conversion therapy for you. If you read the law, it's C4. Just go to a website, go Google me, go fact check me, please. Canadian law, C4. Conversion therapy is having a conversation with someone trying to dissuade them from transgendering. I want you just to let that set in there for a minute. That's where we are. Anyone. Listen to me, church. Even if it's your own child. And it doesn't even matter their age. And it doesn't matter if they are consenting or not. So now that you know what conversion therapy is, now let me read this article to you again. The federal legislation to ban conversion therapy practices, trying to persuade somebody not to transgender, in Canada received royal assent on Wednesday, meaning it's now a law. It's no longer a bill. But the new criminal offenses won't be affected until early January. That means that in a month it will be illegal, listen, to subject someone of any age, consenting or not, to so-called conversion therapy. You will go to jail if you speak to somebody about transgendering. As of January 7th, 2022, it will be a crime punishable up to 5 years in prison to cause another person to undergo conversion therapy. And if someone is found to be promoting, advertising, or profiting from providing the practice, they could face up to 2 years in prison. So in other words, church, the law states that you cannot counsel or talk to anyone who is confused about their identity, whether you're a professional or not. If your child is struggling with this sin, you can't even take them to your pastor, because then both of you will be arrested and can receive up to 5 years in prison. Unless, listen, because there's a provision in the bill, unless you are counseling them into transgendering. See, you're okay to take them to some psychologist with a reprobate mind to encourage and affirm them. It's a one-way law. You're allowed to encourage transgenderism, but you can't discourage, or you go to prison. Now, from my understanding of this law, the law was written so broadly that you cannot even pray for anyone that is struggling. You can't preach about it from the pulpit. It's deemed hate speech. Even if, listen to this, even if the person realizes that they had made a mistake and they want to retransition back, you cannot counsel them. This is where we are. This is where we are. The law states that the Canadian government, listen to this, can actually seize your own children if you do not affirm their transition. If your 8-year-old daughter comes home from school one day and wants to be a boy like the other girls in the school, because you know how that peer pressure works in them, and you dissuade her, say, no, if for some reason she tells her teacher or the school nurse and they report you, they could come and take your child. Listen, saints of God. This LGBTQ plus movement is not, listen closely, is not about sexual choice. It is a war on creation. It is a war on our Creator. This is spiritual warfare that we are in. Genesis 1 states clearly that God has created us male and female, and we are to procreate. Period. End of story. Come on, somebody in the house of Judah, give our God a praise.
To every nation, to every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. To every nation, every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ.